and the wolf is Pronomathiosa. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to talk to you tipsters and prognosticators to follow in the month of April. I don't know if you saw, but the month of March was very complicated. There was the Euro. Most of the champions stopped. And it's true that they're having quite a few surprises. They're having quite a few rigged matches, believe me. So it's true that a lot have messed up. I'm going to tell you who did the best in the month of March. Even me. You see, normally I beat just about everyone and I'm at zero. It's really, I'm not winning anything. I'm not losing anything. That's something, because I remind you that 97%, some bettors are in the negatives in the long term. So you see in a month, there are 97 losers and there are 3 winners out of 100. You realize it's really, and today I'm going to talk about Infinite Basketball, because Infinite Basketball, Basket Infinite, it's been 2 months since he completely changed his strategy. And you see he gets 95 predictions in February, 90 predictions in the month of March, whereas before we were more on 27, 22, 13, 26, etc. And what makes that in the month of February, he has one of his best months with more than 6 betting units won. And in the month of March, which is soon ending, you see it's almost over 12 betting units. If you don't know what a betting unit is, it's the sum you put per bet. It's a betting unit. So let's say if you bet 100 euros per prediction, you end up with 1,100 euros in the month of April. The same if you put 1,000 euros per prediction. Let's say you really have a big bankroll, and 6 units of 1,000, you end up with 6,000 euros that fall directly from tax aid. So it's true that it's rather all benefit. And you see, that's not what is up. He's really a safe bet. He has very, very few negatives. And likewise, he has a record on his site. He has a hotspot record. So we can't do better. I remind you that with Ox Portal, when you enter a prognosis, you can only enter it before a match begins, because after you can't change the data. It's unriggable. You can't rig it yourself. You can create another sport, and you can clearly see that you cannot rig the data. So that those are really the true results. So first, Infinite Basket, moreover, if I'm talking about it, is because there's a first. For 2 days, you can have the predictions of Basket Infinite.
See you
so
soon.
the passage is the
if
same.
You want to benefit.
Infinite Basketball, it's now or never, because after it's sure that the price will be. That's interesting. Then I remind you that these are live forecasts. So imagine that you assume already in a single year and you already make it profitable compared to a subscription. Normal. The second tipster I wanted to talk about is Cash Tennis. It's been several months that he doesn't lose much, because you see that in the month of December, he only loses 2 bets. In the month of January, he only loses 2 bets. In the month of February, he only lost 2 points. He only loses 1 forecast in the month of March. After it's not over, there are still a few days left. He can still lose another pro now. But you see that he is still on a Hero 23. He makes win 3 bet units. So it's quite very efficient. Just like Cash Tennis, there are few predictions. And you know that in December, there are very few title matches. So obviously there are 2 of the Q8s. There are not many predictions. But in any case, the predictions that are there, it works. You see there is a success rate that is still very high. Because, I don't know, I'm going to do it because the success rate on 14... So 13 divided by 14. That gives us an I. So if he continues like this, he's on 93% success. So indeed, if there's a losing bet, and then you bet a little more on the next forecast, which you can almost be sure that it goes, then of course, but not 50%, you give up. On the next bet, you always only lose money that you can afford to lose. In terms of your main bankroll, a small percentage, etc. It's always better than losing everything on a product, because indeed it can happen, but it's true that with such results, still very high success rate, you don't take a lot of risk. So the second tipster to follow is Cash Tennis. Special promo, you take it on the site if you want to follow Cash Tennis. Hello Prono, Sam. If you have questions, if you want me to send you the hot portals, etc., if you want to look in detail, do not hesitate. You send me a small message via WhatsApp, please. I respond much more by WhatsApp. Emails, it's to do. There are some that I don't receive. There are some that I receive in the spams. Really avoid emails. Go through WhatsApp. WhatsApp is free. You can have it on your phone, helloprono.fr. Same who bets according to the Hello ranking, and you see that they have changed their technique a bit over 2 months compared to Basket Infinite. There's hipsters who always question themselves, and you see that they had done 2 months. Well, they didn't lose much. They roughly lost 3 betting units. If you bet 10 euros per prediction, you lose 30. But broadly speaking, they caught up in February, since they almost won 4 units of stake, and now they are almost at 5 units of stake. A bet won in the month of March. I am going to make it. I am a bit tired today. I woke up very early. For those who know, on my private group, I sent a message. I've been up since 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. I don't know why. Impossible to sleep. I don't know if it's the full moon or what. Did I tell you a bit about my life? All this to tell you that Leo Prono, he bets on most major championships. You can easily find that on Argel. If you bet Argel, I do not necessarily recommend Argel for your bets. So just parry foot. And you see that likewise, it goes with a very high success rate. Since there, likewise, if I do 17, here we are at a 98% success rate. So really very, very high success rate. So also, if you make a small bet variation, that's what I advise anyway on forecasters who do not give much forecasters. It's still stupid when a tipster has a high success rate and you have proof that he has a high success rate. Because I remind you, your portal is completely tireless. We made the choice to put our forecasts on a completely independent platform. That's right. There is no odds manipulation. There is no such trickery as I did not pass. I mean, I passed. No, it's impossible to do. That's why all the tipsters I recommend, I've pushed them to be on. And we are all on HotSportal and everything will be fine. We can see our results in real time every day, daily. You can see it. So here are the sites I recommend. So I repeat, Basketball Infinite promotion for 2 days. After that, there is nothing. You will not have to ask me. Yes, Basketball Infinite, etc. Can I have the promotion? No, divided by 5 the price you have for life with many different modules on basketball, many statistical modules, etc. Price comparators, basketball match simulators, etc. You will have everything in the VIP. So that you can have for life. So I repeat, for life, it's unlimited duration. Anyway, all this to tell you that Basket Infinite you can have for life. You could have taken it divided by 5. You only have a few days left there. The rest, Cash Tennis and Loprono, who beat me this month, unless I do. Over the last 2 days, a big performance. I remind that I managed to pass odds at 3 or even odds at 4 and 5. So it's quite possible that I could catch up with them because in the long run, it's going to be a bit harder.
Because 11 betting units. Is that what I said? Yeah, it's almost at 12 betting units. It's going to be
I've snatched them since I'm at 0 betting units. I haven't lost any. I haven't won any. See you soon for the next video. This was Premier Matteo. Bye.